You're introducing. Ah. Hello.
Introduce me.
Introduce you, but you were supposed to be introducing.
Oh, okay.
Great
that's
start.
The problem
Great
with
start.
trying to record at night, but yeah. I'm AEspurr. My gaming channel is also known as AEspurr Gaming, and this is my friend.
Hello.
Yeah, and we're gonna talk about things about video games, and things that are relevant, like how the Wii U sucks.
Well, in all fairness, we legit were like, first off, we've been talking for like, according to Skype, 2 hours and 41 minutes. We legit had to catch back up because of kind of a time gap there, but then I helped her with her video recording problems, and then all of a sudden we started ranting about Nintendo, and then we're just like, yeah, we should be recording this.
Yeah, like it should be one of those little rant videos on YouTube, like the ones that Game Explained does and crap like that.
Or that one guy with Tourette's where he just breaks stuff all the time. But
yeah,
that's a thing for another time.
What was his name?
Not breaking stuff in this video, don't worry.
Yeah.
Don't worry. At least I don't think we are. We might have changed our minds within the last 5 minutes. We'll see what happens, though.
Yeah, we'll see.
I can't remember where we are. I think I was ranting about Bayonetta, and then...
Yeah, we were talking about how, even though Bayonetta is a cool character in terms of gameplay, she feels really just unfitting for Smash Brothers because she's from an M-rated game being put in a rated E game.
Yeah, and see, like, even if it was rated T, like, they know kids are playing it, too. It's, wait, Smash Bros. For the Wii U is actually rated E?
Yeah, it's freaking weird. It's rated E10.
Oh my god, hold on. You might hear clickety clacking during this video because I have to, I always have to verify my information when I'm talking about it. Shit. Seriously.
Yeah, you can go look up the box art, man. It's rated E10. That's so weird.
No lie, I legit looked up the box art. I got a rated pending picture. That's so great. So thanks, Nintendo, for keeping your images relevant. Yes, it is rated E10. Okay. Because it threw me off because I'm 90% sure Brawl was a teen rated. Dang.
Yes, it was. I have that game.
So what changed that made it go from T to E10? Like, that's just...
If I remember right, in both Melee and Brawl, if you turn the camera a certain way or the characters do a certain move, you can actually see some of the girl characters' underwear, like Peach.
That's right. I remember the trophy room is what became famous for that.
Nice.
People would be like, "Ooh, look at this! I can see under her blouse."
Underwear.
Oh my god, I have so much fun.
Nice.
But yeah, so see, that's the thing though, is that so they take a mature character and what, they just like clothe her more to make it more E10 friendly, or does it suddenly? Well, actually, they can get away with it too. I just thought about that, but DLC is not rated.
Yes, that's right. The DLC is not rated by the ESRB.
So they can get away with putting a mature character in an E10 game. Damn. See, they even have more potential now when you think about it.
I know. It's like Nintendo.
Like,
it's just like, what are you doing? Like, it's just like what we were talking about before. How I said, Nintendo is trying to be for the family, and last time I checked, family is not just a kid. So they should have some more. They need to have more T-rated games, more M games, so that way you're targeting every demographic within the family, not just kids.
Exactly. And see, that's the thing, is that because we were talking about, like, again, the launch titles was literally all M-rated games, I guess, in an effort to come out of that shell. But they're all imports from other systems and other content creators. Like, Nintendo themselves hasn't made a decent game since I don't know when. I mean, Pikmin 3 was good from what I understood, so maybe Pikmin 3. But still, like, Pikmin was made completely by Nintendo.
Like the heavy hitters didn't come out until like 2013, 14. Mario not Mario Party, damn it, Mario Kart 8. Mario Party sucks. I like the old Mario Party, but anyway, yeah, Mario Kart 8, Smash Bros. That all came out in like 2014. So all the really good games didn't come out within the launch of the Wii U. So that's really, really bad.
Exactly. And it's just like, okay, so we just touched on a point that we didn't even realize. So they can put M-rated content in an E-rated game.
As long as it's DLC. So
as long as it's DLC. So, this is when you can have that opportunity. So it's like, hey, parents, you're tired of playing with your 8-year-old kid who drools on the controller? It was like, here, download all this DLC, and then you get to play the game, but in a more adult environment. And it's like, they have so much potential, and they're just not using it. And it's like, why? They... okay, I'm gonna bring up the point because now we're recording. But it's like my brother, again, we bought the Wii U for his Christmas present in 2014. And then Christmas of 2015, he got a PS3 because he wanted to play the Destiny games. And literally the PS3 is just sitting on the Wii U at this point. Like, he doesn't use it.
Rest in peace.
No, he doesn't. All of the content that Nintendo made on the Wii U that he wanted to play has already lost his replayability. And it's like within a year that, like, and I'm pretty sure he had Mario Kart 8. He had, of course, he had, I think he got Super Mario 3D Land, or whatever it was.
Yeah.
He got a couple other ones, but it's like, how does a game lose its replayability that quick? It's just not possible. Like, you're playing Sonic Adventure right now, and Sonic Adventure came out like 98, I think it was.
and then the port was 2003. So it's like, it's technically been around for really, really long time now.
Yeah, and it's almost becoming as old as me. So that's oh wow, that was interesting because I wanted to verify Sonic Adventure, and then Google was like, hey, did you know you bought Sonic Adventure DX on July 25th, 2013?
Holy crap, that's actually kind of weird.
That's very disturbing that it was able to do that. Yeah, because I remember this. I bought a bunch of GameCube games in 2013. Wind Waker, Sunshine, and Sonic Adventure.
So weird, but yeah, man, Sonic Adventure... At least, you know, for me, and this is without the nostalgia, because I can admit right now, yes, in terms of quality, it's like rotting cheese. This is a very freaking dated, old as hell, 90s expiration date milk cheese. It's old. There's a lot of things about it that sucks. The camera sucks, voice acting sucks, the music balancing sucks. The music feels extremely dated. It is the embodiment of the 90s, in my opinion. So yes, believe me, I know there are aspects that suck, but the gameplay itself is fun to me. Here I am in my 20s, and I still want to go back and play it. And I haven't played that since I was like a little kid on, you know, the Nintendo GameCube.
Yeah. And see, this what's so sad. You know, okay, we're gonna have to bring up Sonic now eventually. Because, I mean, Sega's not again doing their job. Thanks for Bayonetta, by the way, because we were talking about Bayonetta. Yeah, see,
I know, it feels so weird that she's with Sonic. This really sexual Sega rep is hanging out with the cartoon hedgehog.
Well, I mean, if Sonic 06 taught us anything.
Oh god, I know.
I remember us ranting about that a couple years back. And, I mean, that's the thing, is that I feel like, because I remember your opinion was that the last good Sonic game was Sonic Generations, and oh man, why are these great gaming companies just not getting their shit together, so to speak.
I don't know, man. I mean, it kind of reminds me of this conversation I had with a subscriber on Facebook. And, he said to me, do you want a Sonic Adventure 3? And I said, I used to. But now, no. And I told him that this is why. I said to him, if Sega can barely even think of what the hell they're going to do with Sonic and level design for Sonic, then I don't even want to see them attempt doing level design and, implementing gameplay for Sonic's friends.
Exactly.
Because then you gotta make levels for everybody plus Sonic. So no, they cannot handle making an adventure-style game now. They can't.
I mean, I've never played them, but the Rise of Lyrics games, they look terrible. Like, I mean, I do not. Okay, just a disclaimer for myself. I feel like I'm not allowed to have an opinion about something unless I've truly experienced it myself. But from first impression viewpoint, not an opinion, it doesn't look good. And it's
it really doesn't. And if you want to get an even more really, really deep, in-depth look at the game, go look up the Game Grumps and look up Barry, their video editor.
Oh my gosh.
He actually breaks down the cutscene step by step, and you see all these animation errors, all these glitches. The models start freezing, the models start teleporting from place to place.
Oh my god,
it is
that is so
sloppy.
Bad. It's so bad.
How are you selling this?
Oh my gosh.
It's
and see, that's the thing, is that they're just it's like, why? Okay, so the last good Sonic game, I'm gonna have to say, because I've never played Sonic Generations. I know you have, and I know you love the game. And from what I've seen you play, it does look like an amazing game. But the last good Sonic game that I played was... I'm going to have to say Shadow the Hedgehog. However...
Really? That's actually quite controversial.
Well, I'll get to that in a second. However, Sonic Riders Zero Gravity came out 2 years... a year and a half afterwards. And I absolutely loved Sonic Riders Zero Gravity. It wasn't
I've heard really good things
regular...
about that.
Huh?
Yeah, I was saying I've heard really good things about that too.
Yeah. And I mean, again, it wasn't a real Sonic game, though. Neither was Shadow the Hedgehog, but let me explain. Shadow the Hedgehog dared to expand.
True.
They tried to take a twist on Shadow the Hedgehog, and in my opinion, I think it worked. Yes, the gun concept was a little out there.
Yeah.
But if you think about it, though, Shadow the Hedgehog never originally carried the gun. He literally was picking up any weapon he could find to defend himself. Okay.
Yeah, that's actually a good point. It never really was him. It was him just finding a weapon.
Exactly. They may have characterized that a little too much, but
yeah, because the game makes it feel like you're forced to do it. The guns are so OP that it feels like you almost have to have them with you.
Exactly. You can go through that entire game and not pick up a single weapon if you want.
Yeah, you have to. The weapons are so mandatory.
Yeah. Well, I mean, no, you actually don't have to pick up a weapon. You can go the whole thing.
Because I thought in some areas they kind of were.
Well, gosh, it's been so long. Oh man, this is the one game that I haven't played in a few years. I think they were, just because I feel like they needed to make an excuse for the mechanic to be there.
Yeah.
So I can see that, but it's it had such a high replay value for me. That's the thing, is that I could pick up that game and I would not know where to, like, I would not be able to leave off where I left off. I had to start again, and I didn't mind. With Shadow the Hedgehog, I didn't exactly, because as a completionist for games, I hated the fact that you literally had to, like, zigzag around the story in order to collect all of the alternate endings, which was pretty much just the same ending but twisted a little bit. But I absolutely loved the level design for, like, 90% of that game. It was brilliant. It was beautiful. One of my favorite and most colorful levels is when he's in the computer and he's just like, you're literally zipping around and this little thing goes. Oh,
I remember that. Yeah, that was fun.
That's one of the best things I remember from my childhood, honestly, hands down. But yeah, that's me. I'm gonna let you. I've ranted enough about that. I'm gonna let you voice your opinion now because I've talked too much.
Okay, so I have not played Shadow the Hedgehog since, like, oh my god, middle school. So it's been obviously a very, very long time. For those of you who are watching and you don't know, I graduated high school several years ago. So yeah, been a very long time. And what I do remember was how the game, you know, despite how people say they don't like it, it did at least try to give Shadow a conclusion. You know, we have Shadow's supposed death in Sonic Adventure 2, and then we have him coming back because of popular demand and Heroes, but then we don't know why. And then they kind of like leave this cliffhanger in Heroes where you think he's a robot, and then Shadow the Hedgehog tries to answer all of that.
Exactly.
But my biggest issue with it is that it's because of the multiple endings, it's like, which one is it? In the end, all of those alternate paths you took don't matter, because then you have the last story where by default he's a hero, by default he beats up Black Doom, by default he's technically half alien. He's a half alien hedgehog hybrid. If you don't like it, sorry, that's apparently the established story of the game. All the other stories are just like little fanfics, like little what if stories, you know, like it makes me wonder, like it's a cool concept to explore what Shadow could be without his memories. Like, that's what I like. That's one of my favorite concepts. Like, you know, I remember thinking, if Shadow forgot everything, all of his character development in SA2, wouldn't that make him technically a psychopath again, like how he was in the beginning, where he wanted to kill everybody because of losing Maria?
Yeah.
Wouldn't that make sense for him to reset back to that personality? But nope. He goes through his anti-hero phase, villain phase, hero phase.
Whatever phase you want him to have.
Yeah, it's freaking weird. Like, that's what I don't like. Like, it had the potential to finally really just give Shadow that closure, and in the end, it just sort of slaps you in the face and is like, sorry, everything you just did was technically for nothing.
I could see that. I forgot about that part, though. That's true.
Yeah.
But I mean, to me, it was good, you know, like, the multiplayer sucked. Okay, let's be clear on that one. Multiplayer was just terrible. But it's like, you could run around that game not giving a shit, and it was okay though, because you weren't forced to do anything if you didn't have to. But I agree with that. Oh, real quick, I know this is random, but you made me think of the Sonic Heroes line. I don't know why that's instilled in my head, but I remember at the end when Omega and Rouge are looking at the clone capsules, and Rouge is like confused, like, oh my god, what the hell? And then Omega's like, you know about cloning? And she's like, yeah. And he's like, the original must exist somewhere. And then you're like, oh my god, like, fuck.
Exactly.
Like, where is he?
I love that part too.
This is just like, that hyped you for something. And when you mention that though, I can see why Shadow the Hedgehog would be a letdown, actually. I can see that, because it's like, oh my gosh. But then just for him to appear like that, like, oh yeah, I'm here, I don't know how I got here, but I'm here. Maybe if they expanded on that aspect of it a little bit, I might actually be able to hold my water on this, but I'm going to have to retract my statement and agree with you.
Okay, well, that's cool.
Well, no, I mean, like, it wasn't as cool as I remember it to be. You see what I'm saying? Like, you made me think about it a little bit, but you made a valid point, and I'm going to have to retract my statement and saying it was the best one so far. I mean, the last good one, so it's going to have to be Sonic Adventure 2, unfortunately.
Nice. But hey, like, that's another thing that, I wanted to bring up too. Like, I feel like, where Shadow the Hedgehog did a really good job in expanding upon concepts from Sonic Adventure 2, it also then missed out on other aspects. Like, how they always toss out the phrase, Shadow's the ultimate life form. Well, what does that really mean? That game never really, both in Sonic Adventure 2 or his own game, they never really explain what that is. That's why I kind of had in my mind my own kind of like explanation, my own kind of headcanon, where I always figured that title, that label they put on him means they created Shadow to be extremely strong. That's why in the video game he can lift up trucks, he can lift up buses, because he's supposed to be so physically powerful in addition to chaos powers that he's almost on par with a god.
Makes sense to why the prototype was a giant fucking lizard.
Exactly, and that is obviously a reference to perfect chaos. So that's what I always figured Shadow was, this powerful creature that is the most powerful character in Sonic's universe next to the gods in Sonic's world.
Yeah.
But they never explain that. That's just my own, theory as to why Shadow is referred to that. He's just this random ass guy who's like, I'm the ultimate life form. Like, they never really explain that. Or, how did Maria get sick in freaking outer space? And how would making a hedgehog, cure that? Would he have this gene that they were gonna then try to put in Maria? I feel like they should have expanded a bit more on Maria and Shadow, before just doing the whole Maria's dead and amnesia.
Well, okay, so with Sonic Adventure 2, one thing, I forgot about the sick. That was actually in Shadow the Hedgehog that we find out that Maria got sick.
Cool.
Right? Yeah.
I don't know. I don't remember.
So my headcanon with it was, I felt like the Ultimate Lifeform thing was just a thing that Gerald Robotnik in his crazy ass age was referring to him to, so everyone's just stuck with it.
Nice.
Good point, but, that's also a good point, too. Legit, he is powerful, so he deserves that name.
Yeah.
But I thought I can't remember with Shadow the Hedgehog now, but I thought with Sonic Adventure 2, because, they were trying to go for the kids thing, they weren't trying to elude death too much. I thought one of the soldiers shot Maria, and that's why she was dying.
They did. They showed that same clip in Shadow the Hedgehog, both that, pretty HD cutscene.
Yeah. Huh. Yeah, because...
Yeah, a gun soldier killed Maria.
Yeah. Because when you mentioned her being sick, I was like, I've never heard of that. And then I thought maybe that's why she was like, oh, Shadow, I beg of you, do it for them. But that was a little dramatic. I could still do that. Do it for them, for all those people on this planet. Give them a chance to be happy. You're the only one that can do it. You're the only one. Oh, his castle blew up. We're fucked.
That's amazing.
Interesting. I've never actually heard of that. I don't think I did. About her being sick.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was a plot point. I'd have to double check, but in the end, that's what I like about Shadow the Hedgehog, that it did bring forth that conclusion, even though I thought it was kind of stupid making him half alien. He's already powerful enough.
Exactly.
Now you're gonna make him this random ass alien things. Like, what is Shadow? Like, I always thought, if he's an artificial life form, he's something that is created. Wouldn't it make more sense for him to actually be an android or be a clone of something? Kind of like how Mewtwo has his own existence because of the DNA of Mew.
See, I feel like you're right on that one though. I can imagine like a badass, okay, I can see a conclusion that could actually draw in more questions, but like at the end of Shadow the Hedgehog, I think his name was like Perfect Dark or something like that. Devil Doom, that's what it was.
Yeah, that one, Devil Doom.
Like Devil Doom hit him in the face or something like that, and then when he's like, everyone's coming to congratulate him on his victory, you see like a piece of his flesh like fall off, and it's just like cybernetic, and it's like, what the fuck? Like, but I don't know. It's just, I'm not sure. And I bet people are probably going to rage about me saying Sonic Adventure 2 is the last good one next to Generations, because I like Sonic Heroes, but it didn't live up to its potential.
Yeah, in terms of like the effort and overall, level design, in terms of character, in terms of story, I feel like that really was the last one. Because I mean, yeah, Sonic Generations has great replay value, and it's really great level design and super fun. But then that's really it. Like, it's the total opposite of Sonic Adventure, where Sonic Adventure tried to establish depth to the characters, to try to expand upon concepts from the Genesis games. Sonic Generations and all modern games are the opposite. They just toss that all out the window. So then, what the hell is Sonic's continuity? Why is he in a random field celebrating his birthday? Why is the time meter here? What the hell is the time meter? Why the fuck did Eggman find the time meter in space? Like,
yeah, I mean,
that's my biggest issue with modern Sonic. Like, he has no continuity, and I feel like that kind of applies to a lot of games, not just with Sonic, but just a lot of modern games now, and that I feel like kind of hurt the Wii U. Because then we're just getting stale, boring, copy-paste games. Like, how, like, I was, talking earlier, I mentioned that I have a deluxe Wii U, which is apparently with, like, more gigabytes and more data and all this nice crap. And then there's like nothing on launch, so it's like, why did I get this fancy version of the Wii U, which I didn't even know? I just thought, oh hey, it's a black Wii U. I don't see those very often. That must be more rare. I kind of want it, so I got it.
Yeah.
And then I get this deluxe version. And what for? There were barely any games at launch, and the games that came out later on were towards the death of the Wii U. If it's even gonna die, because apparently the NX is not gonna replace it, but who knows?
Well, I mean, there was 32 games at launch,
Yeah.
There were barely any games. There was 32.
That is so bad. Like, I can't even begin to explain myself. Like, I'm trying to think, what made them thought that was a good idea.
Yeah. I mean, just a side note here. We did mention, we went down a list earlier of 32 games on launch, but I mean, we'll leave a link to that in the description or something like that. But literally, yes, they're terrible. And even the list of the ones 6 months in, the only one good on there is Rayman Legends and Pikmin 3. There was one game you mentioned that is on that list, but it's not actually part of the list. It shouldn't be on it.
It was, I mentioned Wonderful 101. I thought that was like around the launch window, but apparently came out a little bit later.
Yeah, the launch window is 6 months in, I think, like between November and March. And that came out in like September of 2014, so it was not... Oh, well, September 13th, sorry. It was not anywhere near the launch at all. So, I guess I don't know. I guess they're just lying about that, just so they're like, yeah, there was 3, not 2.
Nice.
But yeah, I agree. It's just everything. Okay, so the greatest hype for the Wii U was when it came out, because that's the greatest hype for any game system. And
yeah, the brand new debut.
Yeah, like, hi, here's a Wii U. We got you fitness games. We got you imports from Xbox One and PS4. Oh yeah, don't forget we have Zombie U. Ooh. Oh, and here's Mario.
Let's stretch our legs. Freaking Wii Fit. I'm pretty sure Wii Fit U came out around the launch window too.
Somewhere like that. It didn't even come out on launch date, if I'm not mistaken. So it's even funnier. Oh man, it's so great. But it's just like, and then that's when everyone wanted it, you know? They're like, and then those who were skeptical at first, they didn't get it on the launch date, and everyone's like, yeah, it sucks. And everyone's like, oh, never mind that. And then they completely ignored it. But then Nintendo's like, hey guys, remember that crappy system we got you 2 years ago? We have some good games for it now. Hey.
Yeah, we got Mario Kart. We got Super Smash Brothers. We got that freaking wait, didn't the Wind Waker HD remaster come out later? Yeah, it did. Never mind.
It came out last year.
We got
I think it came out last year, didn't it?
Yeah, like that was a lot later into the lifespan. So yeah, we got Mario Kart 8. We got Smash Brothers. Go buy a Wii. Splatoon. We got Splatoon.
Oh shoot! I'm an idiot. Oh my god! I can't believe Wind Waker HD came out that long ago. That was in September 2013. Oh man. Yeah. See, that's the thing is that okay. So let me get that thing back up. The launch titles. Yeah. Water. That. I keep messing up the words on that one. The Wonderful 100, the Wonderful 101.
Yeah.
Sorry, the Wonderful 101 came out 5 days before Wind Waker HD. Yet Wind Waker HD isn't on the launch window thing, so Wonderful 101 should not be there.
Yeah.
I didn't know Wind Waker HD came out that long ago. Shit.
Me either. I thought it came out more recently.
Me too.
That's weird.
Gosh. Oh my god, time flies.
Yeah, it really does. Freaking weird.
Because I remember complaining about that, like, not even 4 months ago. Well, I'm not necessarily complaining about Wind Waker HD. First off, it was already cell shaded. You didn't do any improvements in regards to that. You just made it brighter and fancier. Second,
but
one
now
of my
it's more pretty.
Sorry, what?
Oh, I said, but now it's more pretty.
Yeah. Woo. And then it's like, and then you. I don't know. I Wind Waker was my favorite Zelda game, and I just don't see the appeal to buy it again. Like, I have no lie. Okay, because I did this by accident. Like I said earlier, on Amazon in 2013. Strangely enough, around the same time that Wind Waker HD came out, I bought Nintendo GameCube Wind Waker, and then I found 2 copies in my closet about 2 weeks later. So I bought the game 3 times.
Nice.
But that was the original. Give me reason to buy the HD remastered.
Well, apparently, if I remember right, your sailboat can go faster.
Yay!
And,
Don't you have to buy that item?
They shortened the what do you call it? The Triforce Pieces quest. They apparently made that shorter.
But see, that was so much fun, though. Okay, I feel like this is probably an unpopular opinion, but with Wind Waker, I loved sailing around. That was one of my favorite things. Like, with the faster sailboat, I can see you getting there to the places faster, and then it's just like, okay, I gotta do this. But with me, so, as you know, the chart isn't filled out. You have to get it filled out, each island, by throwing bait at the fish or whatever. yes, it's tedious and all that, you know, but it's like, if you're in uncharted land, you literally can just run into an island, and then you're just like, ooh, what's this island about? And you go explore it, you know? And then, with the faster sailboat, you're just like, yeah, fuck everybody.
Gotta go fast.
Yeah, yeah, Santic's right behind you. Sonic!
That's true, because modern Sonic can run on water.
But God forbid that he gets into, oh my god, what were they called? The freaking hoverboard things or whatever in Sonic Riders.
Yeah, that'd be hilarious.
Heck, even just the Sonic racing.
Oh god, that'd be amazing. But
Okay,
yeah,
I
man,
feel like I talked too much. I'm gonna let you rant on about
Oh,
stupid
okay.
things.
Okay. I feel actually very similar about Twilight Princess HD. I feel that way because, for me, I feel like the art style is honestly not that bad. And believe me, I already know I'm gonna get backlash for it. I've already gotten backlash for it because I've already stated this opinion on the internet, and I don't care.
Opinion on the internet?
I honestly think it doesn't look that bad. Yes, the textures are smudgy. Yes, certain areas look very, very jagged. But in terms of the actual character models, like the actual people, it doesn't look as bad in my opinion, especially with some of the lighting, like on Zelda's crown and her dress. I actually even have some screenshots of Twilight Princess just because I think it looks very, very nice. However, the grass texture, plants, and just basically anything that's not a person looks really, really bad. Wolf Link looks awful. I hate the way he looks in the game. And, you know, then I see this HD remake, and then I think, oh, hey, they're gonna update the textures. They'll update the models a little bit, right? I mean, I know that'd be, a remake is when you completely start from scratch. A remaster is when you just touch it up. So I was thinking that means hopefully the models too? No. And that's my biggest issue with it. This is supposed to be an HD remaster, and yet, if you look at Link's arms, like when they do that FPS mode where he's going to shoot the bow and arrow, his arms still look jagged. It still feels almost like you are upscaling. It's just, we're going to take this game from 2006. That's how old it is, from 2006. Give it a fresh coat of paint for 2016, and there you go. They, did some modifications to the gameplay, but I feel like they weren't big enough to really make me want to get the game. I mean, they lowered the number of white bugs, or wait, no, what are they called that? I don't know. Anyway,
Never played it.
The tears of light you have to collect. They lowered the amount from, I think 16, to 12, so that's fine. I think they improved Wolf Link's physics and Epona's physics, so that's fine. But I feel like in the end, it just doesn't warrant me getting a game that's gonna be $60 freaking. And then on top of that, in my opinion, some of the textures ironically look really, really bad. Look at freaking Aaliyah's face from the Wii U version, and then look at her face in the GameCube and Wii port, and I honestly believe it looks better on the original. Call me crazy, call me whatever the hell you want, but another thing that drove me nuts was the hair texture. Hair should look soft and smooth. The moment someone's hair looks very hard and jagged, it's freaking oily and they need a bath. And that's what the hair looks like in the HD one. The hair is detailed, but because of that, it's so sharp, it's so jagged, it almost looks like hay at times. And as someone who loves to draw, that drives me nuts. I hate that. And just so I don't get anyone saying this BS to me, I'm not a graphics whore. I'm not. I am an art lover. I love the artistic aspect of video games. You think those textures just pop out of the sky? No, you have to make that crap. You have to put time into that crap. You need to put effort into that. Just like how when I color something, I use shading, highlighting, color blending. I try to put as much physical depth I can with my coloring. And you have to do that when you're coloring a model. That's how our video games look the way they do. And that's why I appreciate that, because that's freaking hard. It's tiring. And that's why I appreciate that. And then with the HD one, it in some cases looks worse. And that's why I feel like Twilight Princess, it just is better off being left alone in some cases. But then you have like Ganondorf. Ganondorf looks amazing in the HD version. So it's like 50-50. Some people, some textures look really, really good, and then some don't. And then the gameplay isn't changed that much, in my opinion. So Twilight Princess HD for me is kind of like what the HD Wind Waker is for you. Like, it looks nice. It's cool that we're getting one, but it's like we don't really need it, in my opinion.
Yeah. It also sounds like, according to you, that it's an unfinished game, in a way. Like, I mean, it's an unfinished port, sorry. Like, from what you're saying, it sounds like they got halfway done with, like, HDing it up, and they're like, I'm done with this.
Yeah,
and then Nintendo's like, hey, is this game good to go? And they're like, oh, no. And they're like, it is? No. And they're like, okay, we'll bring it out.
Nice. But yeah, man, like, if you look at freaking Zant and his mask, and then compare that to the GameCube one, that's another big jump that really shows the HD textures look beautiful. And then you have Wolflink, who looks virtually almost exactly the same in the HD one. So it's like, what are you doing, Nintendo? Why are you, like, not giving Twilight Princess the proper care it needs, man? Put some love into your work, man. In the end of the day, video games, the way I see it, that's art. That's animation. That's, coloring. It's like drawing, but in 3D,
Yeah. And I mean, that's the thing, though, is that, okay, so one thing that Wind Waker and Twilight Princess have in common, there's no new content, so to speak. Like, I know it's not necessarily new content, but with the HD remake of Ocarina of Time, it had the Master Quest. My cat's meowing at me again. It had the Master Quest, which, contrary to popular belief, besides the limited edition GameCube port, barely ever existed outside of Japan. And for them to add that into a tiny little 3DS cartridge, and then for no new bonus content or anything like that to be in the HD remakes of Wind Waker and Twilight Princess, it makes you wonder why. Like, yes, I understand you're trying to push it to your new console to give it to your younger fans or whatever BS you're trying to spit, but it's like, what about the people who already played it? What about the people who've beaten it 100%? They're not going to want to play the same game over again and have to pay a second time. They want to play the original game, and that's what they're going to do.
Like, if you're gonna take the time and the money, obviously, to do this and try to remake a game, then really go all out, add new features, and try to update the textures a bit better, like really makes it feel like an expansion of the original,
Exactly.
And another thing that drove me nuts with Twilight Princess, and this is coming from someone who likes Twilight Princess, but one thing that drove me nuts was the facial expressions. As much as I like that game, the facial expressions come off as almost derpy and weird. Like, there'll be times where Link is just looking at someone and he looks so confused, like he's spacing out, and I'm like, Link, why are you looking at me this way? Like, it's freaking weird. Or This is my issue with like silent protagonists in general, and this is one thing I give Skyward Sword big props for. You know, giving Link a freaking text box. I'll never ever forget. There was this scene in Twilight Princess where, what's his face? The kid with the orange hair, Colin. Yeah, he talks to Link, but then he says something to Link, and Link is just staring at him. Like, oh my god, he's talking to you, respond, Link. Or there'll be a scene where the mayor, you know, is talking to Link. It's supposed to be a very sad scene where Link has turned his back towards him, and, you know, for us, the viewer, to see he has a very sad look on his face. And he's not saying anything. And then the mayor's like, oh, I see. You mean my daughter is in peril or whatever. Like, that's more of a nitpick for me with silent protagonists, but the facial expressions are very weird. And I was hoping they would fix that. And, real quick, there's this really weird ass issue where Link becomes his wolf form when he does. It's for a matter of a few seconds, but you can see it. If you really pay attention, you'll see it. The wolf head's model comes popping out of Link's face. They didn't even bother putting like an in-between model where Link is really furry and hairy, like he's becoming a wolf, you know?
I mean, they could have done that too in the HD. They could have.
Yeah, in the HD one, they could have, but no. So it's just a wolf popping out of your face.
Hello! I'm from another dimension.
It looks bad, so it's like, I feel like the game is just too dated. It's taking a 2006 game, giving it a fresh coat of paint, you add some new features, and that's it. And I feel like the Wii U had a really bad issue with that. A lot of the launch games for ports, or like I was, you know, discussing with my friend before, when I got my deluxe Wii U, I got bundled with it freaking Super Mario Bros. Wii U. The exact same game I already have for Wii, but now with HD graphics and a few new power-ups. Do you see what I mean? It's the same freaking thing.
I mean, and that's the thing. Okay, jumping to the 2D real quick. Also, I'm going to link this to you. Haha, Link.
Nice.
You made me think of it because you know how Link doesn't talk. I know you're not a big music person when it comes to like rap, but Eminem's song "Will the Real Slim Shady Please Stand Up"?
Nice.
Just you know, I'm gonna give you a minute to just watch that real quick, and then we'll resume this conversation with the thing. I'm gonna literally put the Jeopardy theme right here, starting now.
That would be amazing if Hylian actually sounded like that.
Okay,
yes,
and we're back. So, anyway, I want to get on a huge subject about something, but crap. Saw the video and now I can't think. The Wii U, the Wii, and the DS and the 3DS all have one thing in common, and that is that they have a 2D Mario game on it. Not just Super Mario Land or 3D World and Super Mario 3D Land, but Super Mario Bros. Wii, DS, 3DS, or 2 in this case I think it was, Super Mario Bros. Wii U, and it's like, yes, I understand the nostalgic of bringing back 2D Mario, but there's a reason there's a reason why the originals expanded on their idea. These Super Mario Bros. Are literally just using the theme from the first original 3 Mario games, and they're just adding more levels with the same textures in the background. You know what I mean? Are you even here?
I'm listening to you.
Okay. I'm sorry. I no.
I
feel like I'm
to
talking
listen
too
to you
much,
speak.
but I get scared. I was like, "Where'd she go? I'm lonely. I'm talking to myself." But it's like they took the same. It's like they changed the levels around, but the same backgrounds remain. From what I haven't played the Wii U version, but I played the Wii version, and I played the one for the DS, and it's like I was playing the same game, but the levels was just moved around a little bit. And it's like that's what made the original so great, though, was you had Super Mario Bros. 3, adding different worlds to it. You know, they had Super Mario World, which changed a whole lot about 2D platforming at that point. And of course, Yoshi's Island. Not a lot of people like to talk about that, but it's one of my favorite Mario games because of how unique it is.
Yeah.
And the Wii U it crashed and burned, which I'm going to segue into something I want to hear your opinion on it, because I feel like you have dying rage about it in a way. Okay. But I wanted to bring up the one thing that was introduced on the launch of Smash Bros. For the Wii U and was Nintendo's lame attempt at making the Wii U profitable. Amiibos.
Yeah, freaking Amiibos, man. At first, I will admit, I was a little intrigued. I thought, oh hey, this can, expand upon other games in addition to Smash Bros. 2. Like how apparently you can also use them for Hyrule Warriors, which I have. So then but they were originally for Smash Bros. So I thought, okay, that's kind of cool. But then you see how rare they are. You see how they're getting sold out. You see how they're extremely hard to afford because of how rare they are. And then because they get more and more and more rare, the price keeps jumping higher and higher and higher, and then they are sold specifically for a certain amount of months, and then that set is gone. And then the new set comes in, and then there's another, and then there's another, and then there's another. So it is just a giant cash grab. You know how all the Amiibos are basically, the Nintendo characters? You might as well cut their heads off, freaking decapitate these iconic Nintendo characters, and replace their head with a piggy bank. Because that's what this is. Give me your money. Give me your money. Give me your money. Nintendo wants your money. Now, obviously, every company does. But I've never seen it done in such an obvious way. Like, freaking Animal Crossing Amiibo Party, you literally have to buy the Amiibo just to play that game. It is not functional unless you use even more money to buy the Amiibo plus the freaking game. So I lost interest. I'm like, you know what? Screw the Amiibo. It's not worth it. I would rather save my money to buy a new game, go buy those new Pokemon cards that are being sold for the 20th anniversary of Pokemon. Go buy Pokemon Sun and Moon when that game eventually comes out. I would rather save my money than try to Amiibo hunt and find all these random ass Amiibo and then go buy them. Like, it's such a blatant, it's almost like disrespect to the customer, in my opinion. Like, go buy my things because I'm Nintendo and I know you like me, so go buy my things. Like, but I don't want your things, but you do because you're a Nintendo fan. But I don't want to spend my money on this, but you do. No, I don't. Yes, you do. So it feels like they're trying to play tug of war. Like they want you to buy their stuff.
Yeah. Because
you're a Nintendo fan. That's why like all the Amiibo of the Nintendo characters, like, they're trying to like feed off of that.
And see, it got brought up because from what I understood, in Twilight Princess HD, there's a special Link Amiibo that comes with it or something like that. That when you use it, it like causes a hero mode thing. but there's already a hero mode in the game, so it's like, what happens when you do both at the same time?
Exactly.
Does it become the ultimate survival?
Exactly. It just feels so irrelevant.
But you made me think of amiibos with Twilight Princess HD, but like, I got my brother a couple of them because he wanted them, you know, and he even said himself, he's like, you don't have to get these for me anymore. He's like, there's nothing to them, you know. The only one he's really got is for Smash Bros, like you said, and that's for like his character he has for Kirby and everything. And what made it very obvious to me that there was something wrong was for Smash Brothers they had Mario, Luigi, Peach, Bowser, and then they release a Mario Bros set, Mario, Luigi, Peach, Bowser. But it's in a different stance. It does almost the exact same thing, but they're in a different pose. You should buy it.
Exactly. Like that warrants you buying them again.
It's like, why? Why should I? Hi, kitty. Do you want love? Come here. Oh. Alright, so this podcast is now being run by a cat. I'm trying to get her purring in the video at least. Can you meow for me? This is do-rad.
Wait. Did you just say you want me to meow?
No, I don't want you to meow.
Oh, okay.
Can you hear my cat?
I sadly can't hear your kitty cat.
Oh, okay. She's right next to the microphone now. Oh my gosh! Stop! No! No! Okay. Anyway, so that was a thing. But oh my gosh, I feel like we just like straight up like hate speech Nintendo there. Because I feel like for the last we've been recording for almost an hour now.
Yeah, I feel like we should wrap this up.
Yeah, I feel like this has been a huge Nintendo rant, and we didn't mean to. We did bash Sega a little bit, but that's
yeah, and you know the way I see it, it's totally okay to do that because at the end of the day, even if you like a company, it's okay to discuss their faults or what you think they could improve on, what you think they're being stupid about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think the conversation ended with the kitty, which was good. So yeah, I guess I'll wrap this up. Hello again. Well, goodbye. This is Magenta signing off on AEspurr's channel. Hello.
Yeah.
Take care. Or I keep saying hello. Fudge. Just you all have a good day. Take care.
Yeah, and my gaming channel is AEspurr Gaming, so feel free to check that out if you want to see Let's Plays and other video game related things. And stuff. Bye.